Hey guys, it's Trish. How are y'all? It is a Monday over here, although it's not really Monday, but it feels like a Monday. Are y'all having one of those days too? Okay, I'm going into the group. Please ignore me looking down because I know it looks like I'm looking away from you, but give me 2 seconds and let me make sure that we're live. I'm so excited. Did I mention that Reading X has not done a party that I know of in the recent history? So they picked us to be the place that they're going to bring a Facebook party. So, yay! Okay, so I wanted to introduce you to two of the representatives that are here with us tonight. I'm going to bring on Jenny and Ryan, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves. So, hey guys!
Hi.
Hey.
Thanks so much for joining me tonight. I'm super, super excited and very thankful that y'all chose our group to have a party in. So, thank you.
Oh, we're so happy to be here. Let's party.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So, Jenny, tell us a little bit about you. If you have to tell all the good stuff too. So,
Okay, well, my name is Jenny. I live in Brooklyn, New York, and I work for Reading Eggs. And I also happen to be a mom to a beautiful 7-year-old who's starting 3rd grade on Thursday. I can't believe that. I'm also a Broadway performer, so I have a lot of different things that I do. But
she's not
yeah.
telling all the good stuff. Jenny, tell all the good stuff. You can't leave any of it out. So, what was your
Okay.
most recent performance?
So I've been a part of Wicked on Broadway for on and off for the last, 17 and a half years.
Oh my gosh, that is
So you may have seen me.
amazing.
I've come through a lot of towns in the US on the national tours. So yeah.
So we kind of feel like we are, talking to a celebrity guy. So this is Jenny. Okay, so Ryan, you have to follow that guy. Sorry.
I was actually in Wicked as well for 10 years. So
Mhm.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
how
gosh,
we know each other.
you totally left that out. Okay, so
I
Ryan,
did, yeah.
tell your story.
I did it for 10 years. I grew up as a gymnast and as a dancer, and I was in Wicked all over across the country as well as on Broadway. And as I was getting out of Wicked, I started working for Reading Eggs, and I became very passionate about customer service, and I really love the products because I think it's really helping, it's helping it's helping the future, which is our children. So it's a really fun and engaging product. So that's what led me here.
That's
And
so
yeah.
fun. Oh my gosh, you were sandbagging. I did not know.
I was.
Just saved it for the live, just so I can have a little bit of surprise. So
Yeah, there you go.
there you. Well, I appreciate that. That's fun. Oh my gosh. So Reading X does some amazing recruiting. That's all I gotta say.
Yes.
They must go over to Broadway and do the recruiting. I love it. That's a great excuse to get a Broadway plays. Whoever did that as their recruiting mechanism was brilliant. So there you go. So HR was smart on that one. But I'm super excited to have y'all here and to talk about Reading Eggs. And I know Jenny's going to kind of run the presentation. So I'm going to turn it over to Jenny. But Ryan, you can hang out. So just stick around so we can ask you questions if we need you. Okay?
Sure.
Sounds good. Okay. So Jenny, talk
Yes.
to me. Tell me about Reading Eggs. One of the things that I was very surprised to learn is that it's not just for little ones.
It is
So why
not
don't you
just
tell
for
us about
little
all
ones.
the different products?
Yeah, so we have 5 different products that's a part of the umbrella of Reading Eggs. Should I share my screen right now?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay, great. Here we go. Sharing screen. Okay, so I'm showing you right here. This is our homepage, a family dashboard homepage, which is what you would see when you log into your parent account at Reading Eggs. And as you can see, we've got these 5 tabs along here. And so the first program we have is Reading Eggs Junior, which is geared towards ages 2 to 4. The main Reading Eggs program geared towards ages 3 to 7. We have our Fast Phonics program for ages 5 to 10. Reading Express for ages 7 to 13. And then we have our Math Seeds program, which is ages 3 to 9. So you can
And
see
that
all.
surprised me that we actually have a product that goes up to age 13. So I'm so glad that when you and I were when we were talking earlier, that actually came up. So keep talking. I love the thought behind the mastery and helping kids really build their confidence, because a lot of kids they're very intimidated by reading. So
Yeah, and being a parent myself, I have good experience with this. My child is a daydreamer and a creative being, just like her mother. And this program, and working for this company has been really, really wonderful, because I've watched her become so much more focused on reading and wanting to be more involved and like kind of keep going with the program. There's a lot of, I mean, it's obviously all about learning, but it's done in such a fun way with characters, and the kids have different things they can do. You can see up here on these tabs, of these 4 children that we have on this family dashboard, but they have little avatars that they can create themselves. There's a lot of games. The kids
talk
can
about the
earn.
4. Can we talk? Can I interrupt you for 1 second? So let's
Yeah.
talk about the 4. Because so one thing that I also didn't know was that you actually allow 4 children to join as part of the family subscription. So also talk about that a little bit, because I didn't realize that either.
Yeah, so our subscription prices are allow for up to 4 children per account. So you can have 4 children on 4 different devices using the program at the same time, which is a wonderful thing, especially for homeschool parents, because when you're teaching multiple children and you want them to all be learning at the same time, the program can run all on different tablets
They're
or.
all doing different levels and different
Mhm.
focuses. They can do whatever. Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
perfect. That's such good information. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt.
No, it's okay. So yeah, I was saying that there's a lot of different parts of the program that keep the children engaged. They can add things to their houses with the eggs or the acorns that they earn when completing different lessons or quizzes. Each level has a map that they go through, different numbers on a map, and when they get to the end of the map, for the most part, there's a quiz, and then they earn eggs at the end of each of these lessons, and it just kind of keeps them going with the program and wanting to continue
So
going
that's
forward.
the gamification, essentially. So that's their reward. The reward
Yep.
is an egg, and they use their egg to purchase. Kind of. It's not really purchase, but
It's not a real purchase, no.
to go buy things for their little. Is it a house? Is it a?
Yeah, I can actually show you in here. I'm not sure if this child has any furniture in their house, but yeah, when you click into the Reading Eggs program, you'll see this is this child, Cinny. This is their dashboard here, and over down here, there's their house. And within this house, this house is pretty empty, but they'll earn eggs at the end of lessons or quizzes, and they'll be able to go into this little add items here, and the things that they purchase will pop up, and they can add them into their little house there and decorate it the way they want. Yeah, it's really sweet. And they can also use, like I said, they can dress their avatar in different outfits. Yeah, it's really fun.
Cindy has on a very bright
I
jacket.
know.
He did. There he is. So fun. Okay. Okay. So tell us about the primary program, because really the primary program, I guess I call it the primary, the one that you started with, the one that's really helps kids learn how to read. Let's talk
Yes.
about that one. It's I know that you now have some homeschooling aspects to this that I think families are going to want to know about.
Yeah. So obviously the program can be used as a supplemental thing for parents like me. My child goes to public school, and this is just a fun, you know, thing she can do on her screen at home. But
Right.
for homeschool parents, it's wonderful, because this tab here, I feel like I mention it to parents constantly, because it has so much information and wonderful tools for you, the parent, to help navigate through this. But under bonus material, if you scroll down to homeschool and we pull, oh, this is not gonna, here, I'm gonna log out of this really quickly. Give me one moment.
You're fine.
There we go. Okay. So if we go into homeschool, you can see down here that we have a kindergarten program, grade 1, grade 2, so on and so forth, different book lists for social studies and science that you can view. But when you click on this, let's click into the kindergarten program.
Okay.
And over here, you'll find a 36-week homeschool schedule.
I'm going to make that big for a second and let folks see that, because I think that's important. Isn't that crazy, y'all? Look at that.
It's really wonderful. So yeah, you can see the weeks are numbered, and there's a suggested which lessons to accomplish in that day. Phonics books. And as you scroll down, you'll see that we'll start to add math and science and social studies, things that you can do with your child on a day-to-day basis and a weekly basis. And this goes for all of these grades that we have here. And this is just always included in your bonus material tab. It's really a wonderful tool to use while you're homeschooling your child.
I don't know that anybody knows about that, just so you know. I think that is a secret that's well hidden that folks don't know about for whatever reason. So I really, really am glad that we're covering that, because it is. I mean, that's one of the things that so many parents struggle with is scheduling and wanting to know when to do what and how, we need to move through this program, et cetera. So that is so good. I'm so glad you showed that to us.
Yeah, no, it's a wonderful tool.
The other thing that I think is under that tab, if I'm not mistaken, are placement tests. Is that right?
Yeah, not under this tab. Well, we do have placement tests.
Yeah, let's talk about the activity sheets real quick before we go to placement tests, because I think that would be great.
Okay.
Yeah. So in conjunction with these awesome homeschool schedules that we have, there's also activity sheets per lesson that you can download and print out to reinforce what the child has actually just done and learned. So it's an awesome, awesome tool to use as well if you're homeschooling or using as supplemental.
Oh, that's brilliant. So you can literally print that out, and it's a review of the lesson, and it gives you worksheets to go for as review or to give them
reinforce. Yep, exactly.
Yeah. And it's cool too, because they can, write things, they can use their hands.
Exactly. That's that multi-sensory, which so many parents want their kids to be able to touch it in different ways because it helps them remember it,
Yeah. So and we offer the worksheets, the activity sheets for Reading Eggs, Fast Phonics, Reading Express, and Math Seeds. So across all of our programs, you have these additional worksheets that can really reinforce what the child is learning, as well as handwriting worksheets as well.
Perfect. That's great.
And that's all included in the subscription.
Which you would not expect that an online program would do. So that's nice to know that actually brings in that whole, especially for handwriting. I mean, writing it on your page is kind of important, So
absolutely.
That's great. That's great. Okay, so now tell us about placement tests, because I think that's the other thing that parents struggle with is knowing where to start and where to place their children in a program. And I love the placement tests. Yeah,
this is one of my favorite parts of this program as well, because, when as a parent, when you're teaching your child, you want to know what's going on, what they need to work on, where they're at. But when you get into the program, when you first sign up for the program, the child will be asked to take a placement test. And this is a series of questions that will essentially place them where they need to be in the program. But if you scroll down here on your family dashboard, you can see that Cindy has a 4.5-year reading age, an estimated reading age, phonics skills, sight words, and this is in the Reading Eggs program. So, and you can, as your child is going through the program, say you get to a spot where they might be struggling a little bit, maybe they've stepped away from the program for a second, or maybe they're feeling like it's too easy. You can redo the placement test here by clicking this little tab And this will bring you to our placement test, which you can choose obviously you'll choose which program you would want. And then you would click the reset and start over, which will then have them retake the placement test in whichever subject that you choose. Yeah, so it's a really, really wonderful tool to use. And then also, along with the placement test, you can manually adjust their level. So if you click on adjust level, so say
What a
you
cool tool to
yeah,
have.
so you want them to repeat a lesson. You would go down here, you would choose the subject, whichever one of these you choose, and then you would click here, pull them back or push them forward, and then you would change current lesson there, and then that would adjust them into the lesson that you'd like for them to be in.
Okay, so y'all, I have dogs. Y'all hear my dog? Guys, live. Hello.
I think
I have 2 Great Pyrenees, and they're loud and big and talk a lot. So I apologize.
I
Okay.
think something else to mention too with this, with the adjusting the levels and the placement test, is that we do have lesson overviews. So you as the parent can look at all of the lessons within the programs and see what's going to be taught in the lessons. So you can then adjust your teaching how you see fit. If you want to schedule it in a completely different way to teach what you want to teach when you want to teach it, you can then adjust it and have, okay, let's learn the letter M after we learn the letter T. You can literally adjust it
That's
however
great.
you and whenever you want to, which is a really good thing. But the lesson overviews are a really good tool for parents that are homeschooling, because you're going to learn exactly what you're going to be able to see, exactly what they're going to be learning within each lesson.
Yeah.
That's good. That's really good. Okay, very good. Okay, and then I saw certifications or certificates. They earn little rewards besides the eggs. They also get little certificates, right, as they move through the process. So
Yep,
they
and
print it out?
you can print them out too. Yeah.
Oh, good.
It
Yeah.
says their name on it.
Our kids can have like awards all over their wall, right?
Yeah.
That's so fun. Okay, so something that I know, especially I think New York is one of those states, but there's several states that require reporting and portfolio management and things like that. So I think y'all have some reports that are available for families where they can actually track and print the place where their children are, right? And those certifications and certificates so that they can show that to the state. Right?
Yep, that's right. Yep. So you would just go to view progress report.
Okay.
Right, so let's go here and we can show the progress report. This is the other part of this program that is really, really wonderful. So yeah, so you'll see that up here, Cindy, the reading age, phonics skills, sight words. But if you come down here, you'll be able to see the recent events. And you can see here the last 90 days. So you can adjust this as well if you wanted to do, this year, last year, the last 7 days. You can adjust it with the days that you need. And all of these will be filled in: Lexile level and growth, certificates earned, reading lessons, time on task, map quizzes completed, driving tests, all the different parts of the program you'll find here. And this is also a great tool for homeschool parents because you'll be able to recognize, especially in the scores and the quizzes, going hand in hand with the lesson overview that we just showed. You can kind of see where they might need a little bit of extra assistance, or where they're
flying through it and they're not doing well.
We kind of flying through it.
On. So yeah, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
So that's a big part of in some states where you have to provide that portfolio of work and where they are. So this is a great tool for them so that they can print it out and just have that available. And and sometimes it's even better when it's not graded by the parent. So that's great that it's automatically graded by y'all, and y'all just, here you go, print it out, Mom.
Yeah, right there.
That's fantastic. Okay, so we talked about the eggs and as they complete the lessons, but can you show us a game? Can we go to a game and kind of see what it looks like?
Let's see. We'll go into Cindy's account. see. We have a game that will pop
Or we
up.
can go into a lesson. We can show a lesson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's show a lesson because those are nice and interactive, and then we could show a game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Do it.
And for y'all, as y'all are watching, if you are interested, right there at the bottom of the screen, I left it up. It's readingeggs.com/HHM party. That is the link. They have given us a 30-day free trial. So
I
y'all-
have a new sound. The sound, as
We have
in
lots of fun characters
fin
that will
and
show up throughout the
fish.
program.
Click on
One of my daughter's favorites. So this clicking on the F. And I don't know if you can all hear, but is repeated over and over again.
It is blowing up the fish. And so you're moving around and clicking on that F wherever it pops up, right? So
Yeah.
it's active.
And this is Reading Eggs. This is in the very, very beginning of the Reading Eggs program. So this is very early on.
click on
Oh, okay. How cute is this?
click on oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
So fun. Oh.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Click on the picture that starts with the sound f, as in fish.
fan.
Oh yes, I'm the one.
And I do want to mention with these,
Click on the picture that starts with the sound f,
I'm not
as
sure
in
you can all hear
fish.
the recording that's playing, but you can also click on this button down here.
Click on the pic.
Tap.
so that you can hear,
Tap.
or in this one you can
That's
hear
good.
feather. So
Feather.
the little part of
Oh
the program
yes,
will help.
I'm the one.
Because if they didn't have the word or the vocabulary for that, if they
Right.
didn't know what it was, they couldn't.
Exactly.
Click on the picture.
Fire.
Oh yes, I'm the one.
Very cool.
Fish.
Oh yes, I'm the one.
Flag.
Flag.
Oh yes, I'm the one.
Flower.
Oh, yeah.
Flower.
Oh yes,
See, we
I'm the one.
absolutely feel this is empowering because they're going to get it, as
Fly.
they get it right.
Oh yes, I'm the one.
Well, that you can see the sequence, it builds on itself.
Yeah.
So it helps the children go from just hearing the sound.
See all the eggs? The eggs.
Yeah.
is-
Eggs there.
Congratulations,
Next.
Cindy. You got you a lot of eggs. Now you can
I
decorate that
know.
house.
I need to do my Reading Eggs lessons clearly.
Ah,
No, but it's really fun, and I love the way, and this is obviously in the Reading Eggs program. This is very early on, but the way that the program builds on itself,
yeah.
it's really amazing. And watching my daughter, she struggled a lot with reading, and now she's getting a lot older, and she's reading at a third grade level. She is a little younger for her grade. She's on the younger side. And I was always a little bit nervous about her going into that grade as a younger person, but this program has really helped her build her reading skills. It's really, really cool.
That's great.
So just I want to mention too, as you can see, we're on the student dashboard right now. We have programs and components within the student dashboard. We have Storylands, spelling, driving tests, and then Story Factory. So these lessons all will open up after the child reaches lesson 40. So we would really want to build a strong foundation. Then we start introduce spelling and we start introducing driving tests. Story Factory is actually a really cool component as well. It's students can get creative and write stories each week and have them submitted for a weekly contest. And if the story is selected, it's put in our library.
Oh, fun.
Fun, yeah.
And then I see at the bottom there's awards, there's games, there's puzzles. So there's other things besides just the lesson and the games. There's even more than just games.
Yeah, there's a lot to explore here for sure.
That's fun. Songs. I know songs are a way that a lot of children learn because it's easy to remember them. I mean,
Yeah,
how many
there's a lot of songs in the program too, built into the lessons and at the ends of lessons as well. It's really, really fun.
And we
Great.
also have a reading journal as well. So we have over 3,500 books in our online library. So any books that the children read can go into their reading journal, and they can decorate their reading journal with stickers, and they can rate the books and leave reviews. It's really, really fun.
they can leave reviews. How fun is that? Okay.
Mhm.
I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
So that we've talked about, one thing we haven't talked about though is the workbooks, because that is something that is kind of brilliant. Besides the sheets that you can print out, y'all actually now have books, right?
Mhm. We do. We have a bunch of different books. You can buy them as single books, or you can buy book packs. And it's at our Reading Egg shop, and they really just complement the lessons that are taught online, and help the children just have another vessel to learn. It's really cool.
So it's that kinesthetic, giving them something to write, something to touch, especially for math, when we haven't even looked at math seeds yet, but, especially for math, that's something where you want them to get used to adding and looking at the way a form, a problem, lays out. So that's good. And so that's something new though, right? Didn't y'all just start doing the workbooks, or are you all the way through now, all the grades, etc.?
We've had workbooks for a long time. Yeah.
That's so funny because that's not a part of it that I regularly heard about. So I guess y'all are just now really starting to market it or drive that aspect of Reading Eggs. Because when you think of Reading Eggs, you think of the online component, but we've talked about 2 different things already, 3 if you count printing certificates and things like that, that are printables or something that they can use, outside of being online. So if there's somewhere where they can't be online, there is still something for them to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's a really good point, because the program, you do have to have, you do have to be online in order to access the program. But for instance, if let's say you're going on vacation and you have the children, doing lessons prior to going on vacation, and then you can print out their printable worksheets, or if you've purchased the workbook, you bring the workbook or worksheets with you, and then you can have them do that offline to reinforce what they've learned.
Yeah, that can be the review for the week, So that's perfect. Okay, so we've talked about workbooks. We've talked about the avatar and the way they can dress up and get all of their fun things. Looks like Halloween. I see a pumpkin.
I know. We're getting ready for Halloween here.
Getting ready for
Jenny, why don't you show how to decorate? You can decorate the avatar. Why don't you go in and you can decorate it so we can see what that looks like.
So we would go.
Kids love this aspect of it because they can really get creative and make it personal.
Yeah. So again, we have a ton of free options that are just already there that you can switch them around. You can change
and the
them.
shop is with the eggs, right?
Yes.
So
No.
It's not really money. It's that they've earned their eggs, and that's what they're buying. Okay.
Yeah. So we have the free side, and then the shop. Yeah, those ones you purchase, and then you can scroll through those purchased ones, and then you would just click the save button, and now your avatar will look like that, and they can change that at any time that they want to. So there he is, Cinny.
So cute.
Oops.
I love it. Okay. Yeah. So, is there anything else that we haven't covered that we really wanted to talk about? Ryan, you're here. You're keeping us on task.
Yeah, I think we've definitely covered a lot. I do want to mention the Fast Phonics program as well. That's our newest program. It's a really, really awesome program that kids have connected to. And you can use that in conjunction with Reading Eggs and Math Seeds. There's a placement test for Fast Phonics as well, and it's all phonics based and phonics teaching.
So would this be considered before reading eggs? Is this or is
This is for our 5 to 10-year-olds. So
Okay.
what you could do is you could introduce reading eggs to the children, and then you can incorporate reading fast phonics a little bit older. But it's its own world in itself that
something
and
different?
it has its own currency that the children earn as they go, and it's just a really great program. And then our Reading Express is for our older kids, and they're reading books and taking books at the library, and it's goes up to age 13, which is great.
Oh yeah, and it looks different. It looks older. It feels
Yeah,
older.
it definitely has a more mature feel to it.
Yeah.
So we do say, you know, when you're switching from Reading Eggs to Reading Express, Fast Phonics is definitely a great bridge,
Yeah.
because it definitely does have a more mature feel to it. But you can always adjust levels at any time, or, you know, have the child work just in Fast Phonics and then move them into Reading Express when you feel that they've strengthened, you know, what they need to strengthen.
Yeah, they're there.
Yep.
We did not look at math seeds at all. So
Ah,
I feel like we have to look at
Math Seeds is great. Yes.
It's so cute. Okay.
So Math Seeds is really fun.
And for a reading company to have math seeds, we have to talk about it because it's the elephant in the room. So we have to talk about it.
Should I go into a lesson, Ryan, or what do you want?
You can go into a lesson, sure.
Okay. Hopefully I can do this lesson.
Okay, so
There it is.
Yodeling.
Take a second.
Here we go.
Do you like my new scarf, Doc? Mrs. T knitted it for me. Here's. It'll keep me warm in the snow. I like all the colors, but my favorite one is green.
Ah, I see that only 1/5 of your scarf is green.
Huh?
Your scarf is divided into 5 equal parts, and 1 part out of the 5 is green. So that means 1/5 of the scarf is green.
Oh, I get it. Let's work out what fraction of it is red. That's my next favorite color.
That is so cute.
Isn't it adorable?
So Jenny, you'll see, pull that back so we can see. There's about 10 activities.
How many
within
colored
each
parts are there in total?
This one, you mean?
I just
Here.
wanted them to see that there's the activities within each lesson. There's about 10 activities. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How many colored parts are there in total?
Oh my gosh.
Are
That
we
is-
ready for fractions?
I don't know. Let's see. What? I
Right?
think the question was
How many colored parts are there in total?
5.
How many parts are red?
This would be embarrassing if I got something wrong. Right now.
Well done.
I have
This
faith in
means
you,
that
Jenny.
2/5 of Waldo's scarf is red. How
That's
many parts are yellow?
2.
Great. 2/5 of Waldo's scarf is yellow. Let's try a different scarf. What
Oh.
fraction of this scarf is white?
1.
That's right. 1/4 of this scarf is white. What fraction of this scarf is yellow? That's right. 1/4 of this scarf is yellow. What fraction of this scarf is red? That's right. 2/4 of this scarf is red.
Did you know that 2/4 is the same as a half? So we can also say that 1/2 of this scarf is red.
I was curious if it was going to go there.
Yeah.
Jenny, go back to the student dashboard and let's show.
Hola, you too.
So this is really fun. Or yeah, Mental Minute is, click into Mental Minute. Let's see plus the minus. These are as many questions as you can answer in a minute. Sorry to put you on the spot and make you.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Jenny, here you go.
I'm not good at math.
All right, I'll-
6, 4,
Should we mention 5? Should we tell you the wrong number?
2. I'm so nervous, you guys.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
See, we needed your daughter here.
I know she would be nailing this right now.
I love this because that is one of the struggles is, getting the speed up and getting comfortable with speed. We did it when my kids were with dice. I would roll the dice and we were just, whoever could answer it first would. But this is so fun. So you're doing so good.
I mean, I'm a mathematician.
I think you have to miss one just so you miss one. Just so you,
I know. I'll do one.
oops.
Here we go.
Okay, there you go.
Yay.
Oh, I like that it didn't give you a big X over the screen. It just gave you a funny sound, and just said, "Oops," that wasn't
I love the acorn.
That is fun, Ron.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is fun. Yeah.
And speed is a challenge, and so when you make it fun, they want to do those little tests and those little experiences. So that's good.
And within the Math Seeds, you have kind of the same idea where there's a tree house that the children can decorate their tree house, and that's where they can spend their acorns, and they can trophies that they earn are there as well.
Very cute.
Yeah. So they can add furniture.
You go up to different levels.
You can go up to different levels.
Okay, so this one's not
Oh, we
decorated.
can add a bird. We purchased a bird, so we added a bird.
That's fun.
Yeah. But I definitely think, the best thing to do is just to have kids get in there and use it and try it, because once they get in there and they use it and they really connect to it and want to do it all the time. Sometimes we have parents call us and say, I have to take this tablet away from my child because all they want to do is reading Eggs and Math Seeds, and they're getting ahead of my lesson plan or what have you. So,
Homeschool moms would never do that. They allow them to go as far as they want to go, as fast as they want to go.
So definitely, please try a free trial. We would be more than happy to walk you guys through any questions you have. We can do one-on-one webinars if you need, and we also have webinars to send as well that gets kind of into the meat of the program if you have questions.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna take it off of there and bring it back to us. Maybe there. Hey. Okay. So Judy, thanks for driving. You did good.
Thank you so much.
See, Broadway was good experience for this. You had no idea.
I've been doing reading eggs for a little bit of time too, so I think maybe that's what's helping.
Oh, well, I'm really excited for everybody to try. So the URL is at the bottom. I will also post it on all of the places that this is posted, which it's on our Facebook pages and in YouTube. And I'll go out there and add the link there so everybody can find it. So just in case you're not in the group, we do have some questions in our group where we had the party. So if anybody is not a member of Hip Homeschool Moms community, you can find us on Facebook and come join the conversation over there. We are having a giveaway, and we are giving away a couple of memberships to Reading Eggs. So if y'all want to join the group, we will make sure that you can answer those questions. We will not be drawing, I think I said till Sunday. So that'll give you a few days to get in the group and watch the videos and get the questions answered. And don't forget the free trial, which is the links at the bottom. And I guess that's it. Y'all, thank you so much for being here. Yeah. I want to say one other thing. I appreciate the fact that y'all help homeschoolers. I love the fact that y'all have been such an active part of the homeschool community, not just Hip Homeschool Moms, but in general. You support the homeschool community and have for years. And I think that's something that I really want our community to know, is that there are some that try to break into the homeschool community and they want to do 1 or 2 or 3 things and then just pop back out. Y'all have been here, you have invested, you have sown into this community, you have supported homeschoolers in so many different ways. And I just want to say thank you for all y'all have done to support us.
Awesome. Yep. That's great.
Okay, guys. Well, we are going to let Jenny and Ryan go. They are in New York, and so it's late for them. It's 8:15. So we appreciate y'all being here. And guys, I will draw the prizes in a couple of days. So y'all get in here and get your answers. And if you have any questions, pop them into the group, and I will be sure to get y'all get the questions answered for you from these guys. So thanks again, y'all. I appreciate you being here.
Thanks
Thanks
for
so
having
much.
us.
See you later.